Hello, good day. This is actually going to be take number 3. So that's why you're seeing me erase this right here. This will be the third time I've done this video. Ran across some technical problems on both occasions. I'm not sure why that's not erasing. Okay, let me try that again. Here we go. Now we're back to erasing. But what I want to do is explain some of the things that you see here so you're not confused as to what to do when you get this assignment and get this particular file. Give me 1 second. Let me fix something very quickly. Okay. So, just so you're not confused when you get this and say, okay, what am I supposed to do with that? Anyway, what I want you to do is draw what you see here right in front of you using some of the tools that we've already used before in AutoCAD. And as you can see, it's made of circles, lines, and arcs. You're not going to record the dimensions that you see on the screen. I don't want you to put that. I just want you to draw the shape itself according to the dimensions that it gives you. And let's see, to start with, our dimensions, our width is going to be right down here. Oops, let me turn on my pen. Okay, right here and here, that is your width and your height. So it's 11.5 units wide, 9.6 units tall. And these are just generic units. We're not changing our units to architecture or anything like that. We're just using decimal units. So 11.5 wide by 9.6 tall. And that's really the base shape. Everything else is actually a manipulation of that shape. And as you see, there are circles on all 4 corners. Those are actually holes in a part that would be cut into this part. And the holes, the only one that you see a measurement on is this one right here in the upper left corner, because it only shows you dimensions there because all 4 of them are the same. Now typically what you would see too, in addition to this, if this were a technical drawing, is you would see X4 out beside that, meaning that this is 2.5 units in diameter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4 circles all the way around. And then of course there's an inside circle to that is 1.3 units in diameter. Okay, and speaking of diameter, that's what this little symbol here means. That's the circle with a slash through it. I'll draw a bigger one right here. That means diameter. That means they're measuring this in diameter. If that were radius, perhaps, then you would see over here on the right hand side, you'd see R 2.5. Now, it would be telling you that they're measuring in radius, but here they're measuring in diameter. So remember, AutoCAD, when you start drawing a circle in AutoCAD, by default it measures in radius. So you'll have to use some math skills to either cut the diameter in half, say the 2.5 units in diameter, slice that in 2, divide it by 2, and you would get the radius that you need to draw that circle. Or you can look down at the bottom in your command line as you're drawing that circle, and you'll see that you can press the D button to allow AutoCAD to measure in diameter. And then you can just type the numbers in just like you see them. Okay, so now to get these circles placed properly around the item, over here on the left hand side we show another dimension that shows the distance between the circles on this left side over here. And anytime you see a measurement between 2 circles, it's always measuring from the center of the circle right there. And that's universal of how you measure the distance between circles or radius type objects. So if I were actually drawing this, I would use the mirror tool instead. I really wouldn't try to separate these circles by 5.8. I would actually mirror them, and I would mirror this first circle and across this horizontal center axis, and then that would copy that circle over here just like it is right up there. And as far as spacing the original circle from the corner, as you see, you're basically centered into this outer radius here. So it would be wise to place that radius first, and you can do that with a fillet. Okay, you can either use an arc tool or the fillet tool to place this radius. That radius is actually 3.8 units in diameter. Okay, so if you're using the fillet tool, that's what you would type, making sure that you're in diameter mode and not radius mode. If you're in radius mode, which actually when you're making a fillet, I believe it does ask for the measurement in radius, so you would have to determine what half of 3.8 is. So just use your calculator on your phone or whatever, type 3.8 divided by 2, and you'll get your answer. But going back to this circle here, as you can see, it is placed in the center of this radius. Okay, so once you place those two circles and get those duplicated over here on this side, then you would mirror both of them again over a vertical axis, a vertical center axis, to copy those both over here. And then of course all of your distances will be duplicated as well, so you wouldn't have to try and line these up separately. And let's see, I believe that is it. That's all you need to know to draw this shape. After you finish drawing the shape, email this to me as soon as you finish. This is due today, Monday. And if you finish early, there's two things I want you to do if you finish early. One is help your neighbors complete theirs. Some people may have more problems understanding than others do. However, do not do it for them. Make sure they are pushing the buttons, following your instructions, telling them how to draw it. They won't learn anything if you do it for them. Okay, so help them do it if they need help. Help your neighbors. And if not, if you get done, then start on the second drawing, which will be in the video right after this one, and draw that second shape, which will be due on Tuesday, or if you get done with it, email that one to me on Monday as well. Okay, so good luck with that.